Hi everybody, my name is Shakira and welcome back to my channel. In a previous video, I talked about my struggles with sexual sin and trying to break that stronghold that's been over my life for years, and it's honestly been a hard process, and it's really hard trying to change the way that you think and change your actions when it's something that has that's been a part of you for a really long time, and it starts to feel like it's your identity, and if you didn't have that anymore, then you wouldn't be yourself. But the key to changing and the key to growing and moving forward and being truly delivered is finding the root of your issue, finding the root of your sin. Everything that you struggle with has a root, it has a start and a cause. And it is important to look over your life and to look within yourself to realize what those roots are, so that you can then address those issues and move forward. And it helps you to gain a strategy and some knowledge moving forward, because if you don't know the cause of your issues, the cause of your emotions, then it is easy for you to go back into that cycle, and it's easy for you to fall back into those same old habits if you don't know why you do what you do. So first, I would like to say to go into a time of self-reflection. Go and think about the things that hurt you, those things that burden you, those things that hold you back from being where you want to be, and try to understand why you do those things. Why do you react the way that you act? And just try to spend some time to get to know yourself and to get to know your emotions, and actually think about those things in your life that's happened that might have traumatized you. Sometimes you do need to go back and replay those things in your mind so that you can understand how they affect you today. And it's good to recognize how those things have changed your life and how they affect you in the present day. And so for me, I did this over the summer. I just took some time to self-reflect and to go over my life and try to understand why am I who I am, and what things in my life made me this way. And I learned that the root of my sexual sins and how I felt about my sexuality, they stemmed from sexual abuse. When I was about 9 years old, I was molested by my cousin during a family reunion, and I still vividly remember everything that happened that night. But the one thing that I know I will never forget is at the end, when he was done doing whatever he wanted to, he kissed me on the forehead and he was like, "You know you're my cousin, right? And you know that I love you." And I'll never forget those words that he said. That was the first time anyone outside of my mom and my dad and my grandparents said, "I love you." And I didn't know it at that time, but that has affected the way that I saw sex and that I saw relationships with guys. And it subconsciously imprinted this idea that if a guy didn't have sex with me, if he didn't touch me, if he didn't kiss me, that means he didn't love me, and I needed to allow him to do all of those things for him to love me. And so that caused me to be very out there and like wanting to have attention from guys, and like doing whatever I can to get attention and to like feel love from them. And I thought that the only way I could do that was through my body and through sexual relationships. And so that's what I chased after, to have that gratification, that love from a guy through having sex. I didn't think that I was good enough for somebody to actually like me, to actually love me for me. And I used my body to market myself, and like I would wear things that were revealing, and I would engage in sexual conversations, and I would basically just like put myself out there and like sold myself to anyone who was willing to come in and like embrace me and show me some love and show me some attention. And that even happened like in my relationship. When I got into high school, I thought like that was the only way that we could like have a successful relationship. And at first, like we didn't do anything sexual, and he wouldn't talk to me about sexual things. And so I thought that like that meant that like he was different, and that meant that like he was the one for me, that God sent him to me to like repair my heart and to show me that I didn't need to have sex to have love. But I felt like since he was like that, I should reward him with sex for being different and for trying to get to know me outside of sex. And so I felt like I had to reward him with that. And that wasn't a good idea. I didn't realize that. But yeah, I realized that like my abuse just really, it really had a bigger impact on me than I thought it did. Um, it changed my relationship with guys and my relationship with men. For a while, I was even like afraid of men like even looking at me. Um, I felt like I was always being looked at by guys like in a sexual way, and I thought that that was the only way that they could see me. And so like that's how I saw myself. I only saw myself like as this sex symbol, like um yeah, just someone who was just desirable by men for no reason. And I feel like people could see in me that I had experience with sex, and so then that made them attracted to me more. And so I just want you to know that if you have experienced sexual abuse, I want you to take some time to think about how you have seen like that affect your life, and try to notice those things that changed about you afterwards, and just talk to somebody, like try to get some help. If you haven't told anybody about your abuse, you should tell somebody, because you can't be healed from something that's a secret. Like deliverance can't come from things that are hidden. Like true healing and true deliverance come from those things that are being put out in the open. So find you someone that you trust, someone that loves you, someone that cares about you, and talk to them about it. And take some time to reflect on your life and your relationships with other people, and see how that abuse has affected it. And after you realize it, after you find that root of all of your problems, then see what you can do to move past that. Make a plan for yourself. Write down your feelings, write down your emotions, and just take out some time to heal and to understand who you are and to understand your emotions. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video and my story. This was really hard for me to do because like some people in my family don't even know about this, and I don't think I've ever really told anybody about like this connection that I found also. And I think people have like perceived me as like this like innocent and pure and sweet and loving person, but inside like I have a lot of hurt, I have a lot of struggles. And so I think that's why I have to be the one to share my story, to let other people know that it's okay, that they're gonna be okay, that you're going to be able to move past this, and you can still be a good person, you can still be loving, you can still be kind, you can still be pure, you can still be beautiful, even though you've gone through tragedy, and even though you've had experience with sexual abuse or sexual sin. It doesn't take away from who God created you to be. Like, you're still lovely, you're still flawless, and your situations can't take you from that. Your sin can't take that from you. So stay strong, stay in there. We got this. We can heal and we can be delivered. It's obtainable. It's not easy, but we can do it. So thank y'all for watching my video. I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.